Alright, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. We are just taking a quick look at Vechain here, and as we can see, looking like we are still grinding in and around that area that I highlighted before. We've basically come down into this area of structure here, haven't we? After losing that range low yet again for Vechain, looking quite bearish overall. If we look at this chart, you can see this is a pretty sorry state, to be honest. Clear lower lows and lower highs overall on the macro still. Vechain really not having a bounce like anything like a lot of cryptos have, to be honest. Veracity, for example, even XRP have both had better bounces than Vechain has here. You can see we've been clearly making lower lows and lower highs on the macro for a good while here, and really looking like we're probably, if we're losing this low, we're heading back down to test that yearly low that we are looking at down here. You can see obviously we did have that nice descending wedge with the deviation outside of the range we were consolidating in for a while. We obviously came back inside the range here, got another deviation, but now looking like we are losing steam and heading to the downside again, getting quite oversold in this region here. As I said before, most of the time when you do get to these oversold regions and fully go into the oversold territory, at least on the RSI that I'm using, we pretty much get a bounce every single time in these areas. You can see if we look at the ones where we're pretty much touching the line or crossing the line, you can see we've basically got a bounce here with the nice bullish divergence. We also got a bounce here after a bit of grinding at support, and we got a momentary bounce here before the overextension for that bullish divergence. So those on the daily time frame over the past year or so. And I'd say, you know, with Vechain heading down here, we could easily see ourselves having a bit of a bounce, maybe an overextension on price action, but then getting a bullish divergence on the RSI, and essentially getting a divergence bringing us back up towards that range again. Could be quite, you know, I think that's probably a fairly likely scenario, judging by we're getting a little bit overextended to the downside here now, I think, for Vechain. And we are hitting those price targets where people are going to start buying this crypto quite a lot, I think. Going to be a lot of buy orders at the 1.5 cent level as well, which is pretty much exactly where we got the bounce before, I believe, or just above it here. You can see on this chart in particular, we got the bounce pretty much just around that 1.5 cent level. That is a very, very nice entry, isn't it? I mean, if we go back to the all-time high, sitting up here at around 30 cents, that'd be a nice 20x from this current low, wouldn't it? Because 1.5 cents times 10, 15 times 2, that'd be a nice 20x from this low, just to get back to the all-time high, which would be very interesting. And obviously you can see the price chart here looking quite juicy on the macro. Big bull market push, slow descent of the bear market, looking for support, heading into the, you know, this key structural area here, really in between 1 cent and 2 cents, a very nice area probably to be buying Vechain. And then in reality, you know, going into another bull market, most cryptos are going to be pumping over the next few years. If we do see ourselves getting into a bull market, and if that is the case, obviously Vechain is going to be a part of it. In terms of the short term right now, I've got this long position sitting, a small long position sitting on this key structural level here. I'm just waiting to see what happens next, but really we'll probably get a little bit of a bounce fairly soon, in my opinion, back up to the bottom of that previous range low. And obviously if we do continue to the downside here, realistically we've only got one small bit of support here before we are retesting that low again down here if we do see ourselves rolling over more. So that is it for today, guys. Really not that much to say, just waiting and seeing what's going to happen next. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy the content, please do like and subscribe. Appreciate you all very much, and I'll see you in the next video.